how we are doing today. So today we'll be working on this project. So before I proceed, I think I just need to mention one or two things. Right. So first of all, this tutorial is going to be a little bit fast in order not to waste our time. We can just go back to it anytime you're stuck or you're not clear about something. So I already designed the framework. So all we have to do is input the formula. I already know what we are trying to achieve. So what we are trying to achieve are what are actually blank in the worksheet. So let's proceed. Let's not waste too much of our time. So first of all, we want to get the duration of the project. We already have the project, we have the start date, and we have the end date. So it's very easy for us to get the duration. So to get the duration of the project, so let's say this project runs for, we don't have weekends, so it runs for a week straight till the end date, right? So we are going to make use of the network the international function, right? This helps also calculate the duration of a particular project, right? Network the international, right? So this returns the duration between two dates. So that is the first date and the last date. If you notice, it is right here, the first date and the last date. So the first date. So for the first one, is located in cell C4. Then the end date is located in cell E4, right? Then come over to the next. The next thing says weekends. We are saying, okay, if you want weekend, if you want Saturday and Sunday to be a weekend, you input one. If you want Sunday and Monday to be a weekend, you input two. If you want Monday and Tuesday to be a weekend, you input three, and so on and so on. But like I said in the beginning of this video, the project runs for a week, like a week straight till the very last day of the project. So I won't be inputting anything. You can also input holidays, right? So maybe December 25th, January 1st, and the likes. But for this project, it runs no holidays, no weekends, right? So we close the bracket, right? Then click enter. Then drag down, right? Okay, so I think there's something I've actually missed out is when are we preparing this project? So let's say, for example, I'm preparing this project today, right? I want the project to automatically populate itself. Maybe when it's tomorrow, it will automatically change the date. When it's next tomorrow, it will automatically change the date. Well, sorry for the background noise because we are trying doing some constructions in my house right now. So apologies, right? To input the date, so it can automatically populate itself. We have so equals to um, today give us today's date, right? So okay, not well formatted the way we want it. So we're going to include the text function, right? Then in what format, which is the day, month, and I think I'm okay with this, right? Okay, let me put a space here. Then sorry, God must have happened. Okay, we need put here. Then enter. You can see today is 21st of January, as at when I was doing this tutorial. So for tomorrow, so if you come back to this worksheet tomorrow, it automatically change itself to 22nd of January 2022. So it's to keep changing itself every day, right? So now I've calculated the duration. That's made use of the network, the international function, and we go where we want to. Like you said, no weekends, no holidays. Right now, we need to calculate the days completed. Like, I've also been making use of the network, the international function. But instead of making, so what do I mean by days completed? That is how many days you've completed till from the beginning of the project to today, right? So we need to know the project that have started, the project that is in progress, and the project that is still that has not started at all, right? So yeah, we make use of network day international, but we won't be making use of the end date. So right, the end we won't be making use of the end date in this project. So the end date will be today's date, right? So let's go network day international, then the start date. Then like I said, the end date will be today's date. That is from the beginning of the project to today, how many days have you completed, right? So today, then you close the bracket, then enter. Okay, error saying I did close the second bracket or parenthesis, right? So now the from 5th of February 2021 to today's date, which is 21st of January, we've completed 251 days. So in this situation, we can say we've completed the project because the project is supposed to take 211 days, and we've done, and as of today, we have 251 days. That means the project has been completed, right? So that will help us know the project that is completed, the project that's still in progress, the project that has not started. Now, this one that have negative signs are the projects that have not started at all. But I don't like the fact that we have negative signs in our formula or in our this completed, right? I want any project that's not been completed, I want it to automatically change itself to 0. So now I'll be making use of the if function, right? So equals to if, right? Then C4, that is the start date. If the start date is less than today, so what do I mean by that? That is the project has not started, right? So if the start date is less than today, that means the start date is less than today, the project has not started at all, right? Sorry, if the start date is less than today, that is project that have started already. Sorry. So if the start, so let's say today is 25th of January 2022, and so if today is greater than the start date, that means the project has started, right? So if the project has started, make use of this formula, right? Or otherwise give me 0. Okay? Okay, where is the error? Okay, my error is from this bracket, sorry. Yeah. So now let's correct that. This automatic change. So it automatically change the project that has not started to 0. Right, if you notice, Billboard is supposed to start on the 4th of March 2022, and today is the 21st of January 2022. That means the project has not started. Same thing goes for this and the rest downwards. Now we need to know the progress, right? We need to know how far we have gone with our project. So now in this progress, we notice I have two columns. We have the progress and we have the effort column. So what do I mean by, because I don't want a situation where I'll be joining two formulas together, so we not get too confused. We could have actually gotten it on a go, but I just want to break things down easily for us to understand, right? So now to get the progress, right, we are going to divide our days completed by the duration. So days completed divided by the duration. That will give us the percentage of progress we made, right? So now for this, now no percentage is like 100, like that is the maximum. But being the fact that okay, this project is supposed to last for 211 days, and as of today, we are on the 251. Say 50, did I not say 51? Sorry, 251st day, right? So that means this project is past due, right? And we've completed it. So the progress is like 119. That is this past, that is above 100%. Same thing goes for this one, same thing goes for the rest, right? So 271 days, this project is supposed to last for 78 days. As of today, it's 211 days, right? So that's why we have percentage of 271. Now, what is the purpose of the of per column? Right. So this situation, I don't like the fact that okay, we are having 119 days, 271 days. If the project is completed, let's have 100%. If it's not completed, that means it's lesser than 100%, but greater than 1, but greater than 0 rather. But if it has not started at all, that means it is 0, right? So I want to apologize by the way I sound because I talk really fast, right? So and I should have said this in the beginning of the tutorial, but let's just proceed. I believe you can hear what I'm saying, and all I've been doing is very clear. So now progress. Now I want the progress that are above 100 to be 100. I don't like the fact that we have 271, we have 139, we have 423. If the project has been completed, is past due, let it be 100%. So this situation, I will make use of the if functions too, because I don't want to make use of the if function because we make use of the nested if. That we have to do that for the we have to do that for the completed ones. We have to do that for the in progress. We have to do that for not started. So that might be a little bit confusing for some of us. So I'll be making so I'll just make use of one if formula. I'll get what we want. In this situation, we're saying um if, right, if G4, which is the progress, is greater than, sorry, is greater than or equals to 1, that means it is completed, right? If it's greater than or equals to 1, give me 1, that is give me 100%, or otherwise, if that means if it is not greater than or equals to 1, give me the value that is here, then close it, then enter. So let me drag down, right? So basically that's where I needed this upper column. Now we can actually hide this column by right clicking, then you click on hide. Right now the project status. So what do I mean? I need to, so I want to, we already know the project are completed, we already know the project are in progress from the percentages, right, from the progress. But at the same time, not every one of us will understand, or whoever are submitting this workbook to understand. So people need to see it, people need the progress up, people need to see completed, people need to see in progress, people need to see not started. Right. So I've been making use of nested if formula. Nested if. So this is how it works, right? So the if function. So first of all, we put the condition, which I believe some of us understand, which is if G4 is greater than or equals to 1, right? Give me completed. So if it's greater than or equals to 1, that's completed. So let me use the proper method, completed, right? Then another if then now in this situation we make use of the and function. Why? Because we need to know projects that are less than 1, that is it is not completed, but at the same time greater than 0. So it is less than 1 is not completed, but greater than 0 that started. That means those projects are actually in progress, right? So if, then and, right? If and G4, where is G4? Oh, okay, let me use of H. Let me make use of H4 because I've been H4. H4, right? Sorry, I don't know what could be the issue. If and, well, it's correct itself, I believe. If and H4 is less than 1, is less than 1, right? Then comma, then H4 again, that same H4 is greater than 0, right? Give me in progress. Let me put an hyphen, right? Am I right? Then close it, or otherwise. So in this situation, if it's greater than 1, greater or equals to 1, give me completed. If it's less than 1 or and greater than 0, give me in progress. Or otherwise, that is, if it doesn't fit into the two conditions, give me not started. That is, it is either 0 or less than 0. Like I said, I don't like the fact that we have negative sign. So 0, right? So give me not started, right? This should work. Close the parentheses, then drag. So now we can see all 100% are completed, right? And in progress like this, now we have 22% in progress. And for the not started, they are like 0%, right? So basically that's how it works. Now for the budget status, right? So now you need to know, now this has to do with expense and budget, right? We need to know if each and every one of these projects has been that has been budgeted for, if they are above budget or below budget, or they met the budgeted amount. Right. In this situation also we make use of the if formula. Right. So in this project we made use of probably like 3 formulas: the if formula, the network, the international formula. I think that's just two. And maybe division. Maybe I'll call it the formula two, right? So sorry. So the if formula. So now in this situation, we make use of the expense and the budget column to know which of these has been budgeted for, or if it has been over budgeted for or under budgeted for, right? So now, so the reason why this is not getting to the very last is because this project has not been okay for the in progress. Oh, I forgot to include the figure. Like these figures are, they're not real, right? So so let's just ignore. I should have repeated the figure here, but let's just continue. Right. So let's say for an example, for not started now, you've not spent anything, right? Because those projects have not started yet. Now, so for the budget status, right? So we're saying if L4, um if L4, oh, I didn't start with the equal sign, sorry. If L4 is greater than K4, that is if the expense is greater than the budgeted amount, right? That means this was under budgeted for, right? So let me make it the formula bar. If L4 is greater than, that is if the expense is greater than the budget, that means it was under budgeted for, right? Under budget. But let me just start the that way around. Let's see, let me see this less than, right? Than this, and let's see over budget. Over budget, right? Then comma. Also, if the same one is greater than this, right? Then give me under budget, comma is an underscore, right? Or otherwise, give me where budgeted for, right? Which is well, but I'm so used to pressing shifts. Well budgeted, right? Then close the brackets, okay, right? So we drag down to where we have our last expense. So in this situation, yes, we have over budget and under budget. In this situation now, the expense is greater than the budget. No, sorry, the budget is greater than the expense. So we have over budget. Now for this, that means the expense is greater than the amount that was budgeted for. So the amount we actually spent is greater than the amount we budgeted for. So that means it was under budget, right? So basically, that's how that works. Then the last one, which is percentage budget. That is, I want to know the percentage the budget. In this situation now, we're dividing um the budget over the expense, right? It is equals to this divided by this, right? So it goes now. So sorry. So now the difference is over 282% in budget, right? For the over budget, the difference is over 282%. For this, for the under budget, the difference is over 42%. For over budget, we have um around 58%, right? So basically that's how we can know things we budgeted for and things we didn't, right? So sorry, I was probably thinking of something. So So I was thinking of something, I don't know. Okay, but let's just continue. Let's continue. I was thinking there was something I could just correct at the end, but I believe you guys know what I'm trying to achieve, right? So for the pace, right? So you need to know if it still boils down to the budget and the expense. You need to know if you are overpacing or failure with making of the right? So we are going to say if, right? So in this situation, we make use of the budget, right? If the budget is less than 0, right? Give us underpacing, right? So I think I need to correct something, right? Because I knew something was wrong. I need to correct something for that budget, right? Or otherwise give us overpacing. Overpacing, right? Because everything should be overpacing, which I believe is wrong, right? So because this is supposed to be underpacing if I'm right. So I need to check what is wrong here. Let's see. Let me clear all of this. Um, sorry. Where's percentage? Oh, are you serious? Okay, let me get fraction. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see. Okay, let me get general. Something. This divided by this. Um. So control 1, right? Okay. Let's leave it this way. So equals to I think I just need to change something here. Let me just change if this is greater than this, right? Give me percent. Otherwise give me 100%. Sorry. Right. So let me use a comma. Close the brackets. Now I think this should work fine. So let me change this. Back to percentages, right? I don't know what I'm pressing, but so basically, so that's how it works. This is how it works, right? What else? So basically, this how, yeah. So depending on you, you might decide to use, okay, what graph do I want to use, right? What graph do I want to use? But I think I'll stop here for this class. If you have any question, if you have any suggestion, please feel free to put it in the comment section. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to like. Do not forget to comment. We find this amazing, right? You are open to suggestions. So thank you. Enjoy the rest of the day.